Nessa, I'm about to take you back with this one. I don't have to think it over, 'cause I made up my mind, babe. If he don't wanna be married, then he can't be no man of mine. I refuse to be walked on. I can't take much more. Well, I made my decision. He's got no position. It's my way or hit the top. You gotta make him do right. Tell him, Karen White, don't you let him do you wrong. That's a girl. Woo! That Karen White just sent me through. See, y'all don't know about that Superwoman. Y'all don't know about that Make 'Em Do Right off her 1994 album called Make 'Em Do Right. Because Theatre Hicks is on this show, I feel like I have to pay homage to all the girls from the 90s and before that sang. Y'all actually need to thank Theatre Hicks for these musical intros, because it was seeing her on this show and thinking back to when she remade If Only You Knew that got me in this groove doing these musical intros again. At any rate, did you get into your husband is cheating on us? Girl, they got a lot going on. Let me start out by saying this. Theatre Hicks, you are all crazy. You are crazy as batshit. And I don't understand where the hell you get off trying to check Kristen about telling JD that you were upset about the song. Kristen wasn't being messy. She was just passing on a grievance. And the way you tried to school her and then tie it all up by saying you running your mouth and the theater scene is small and you shouldn't. What the fuck are you talking about? She wasn't being gossipy or messy. She simply repeated what the fuck you said. You were upset. And I don't think it's far-fetched to share with an authority figure that one of your co-workers is upset about something, especially if you think you're helping. And I think that's what Kristen was doing. I don't think Kristen was trying to throw you under the bus or get you in trouble. But you know what? None of what I'm saying makes any sense because you crazy. I almost called her Denitra. I had a friend from high school named Denitra. I'ma say this. Tyler Perry is rich because church people will watch anything. I'm not saying Lydia isn't talented. I am saying when they were at rehearsal and she was on stage with Ginuwine, all of that shit felt like that horribly acted Tyler Perry Meet the Brown House of Pain shit. It just was not good. And maybe I am biased because I come from the drama and theater world, you know, throughout high school, college. I mean, and hell, even now, this is a form of performing. But then again, if I'm using my prior experience as the yardstick by which I'm measuring their performance, then they should be light years ahead of me with 30 years in the business. It just was bad. Like Lydia, it wasn't good at it just was not like, and you know, I'm the person, I thought soap opera acting was bad. This church play acting is just fucking horrible. But you made up for it with your singing. JD, straight up and down, your daughter's gotta fucking go. They gotta go. That one that got into the argument with the white girl down to the party, especially her. I can tolerate the other one, but your daughter, she's a bitch. Just straight up and down. And you know, like, I normally don't go there, but they grown, they want to be grown, and I'm just being honest. She's a fucking bitch. She's a spoiled, entitled, bratty bitch. Like, she looks bitter and miserable as fuck. And I'm trying to understand, mama, you're not even old enough to be bitter. She radiates bitterness. She just does. You ever seen somebody that just walk into a room and they just got a dark cloud with them? That's your daughter. And I'm curious to know what all could she have gone through in her life, in such a short life, that has made her a miserable, bitter bitch. She needs to fucking go. Kristen, I really appreciate the effort that Kristen put in trying to get to know these hoes by providing them with manis and petties. But Kristen, if I was you, I wouldn't do shit else for these bitches because they don't appreciate it. I'm not gonna say that they don't appreciate it. It ain't gonna get you nowhere with them. It just ain't. This is not the group of girls that's going to reciprocate that or that appreciate that. You got bitches like Deandra who feel she's entitled to it. You got Tondy who's just completely unaware because she too busy trying to suck Ginuwine big uncircumcised dick down to the rehearsal house. And you got Lydia who, I don't even know what the hell going on with Lydia, who having a midlife crisis or whatever the case may be. Quiet as it's kept. Don't Lydia look like she could hang out with Karen Huger from Real Housewives of Potomac? Like, I would not be surprised if them two be kikiing and cackling on the damn phone. Deandra. Now I know Kristen, your roommate, and you asked her did she have some leave-in conditioner, but why? I mean, Deandra, it ain't nothing your scalp, your hair, or that weave got going on that need leave-in conditioner. Quiet as it's kept. You don't need to specialize in the leave-in. You need to specialize in the leave-out. You need to leave out that hair. You need to leave out that color of that hair. You need to leave out whatever damn products you putting in that damn hair. And quiet as it's kept, your sides done already left out. Okay, so just go ahead and follow suit. You don't need no leave-in conditioner. You need a redo, not leave-in. You need a reconstruction. You need a leave of absence, okay, from that. But you don't need no leave-in conditioner. That's only gonna make it worse. That's just like putting a wet dress on the turd. Bitch, it's still shit. Okay. Deandra, your antics were cute, episode 1. You've become a nuisance now. You're just petty. Like, you're a nuisance, you're a distraction, and it's a time to be fun and jovial and joke and all that stuff. But when Ginuwine and Lydia were downstairs in the kitchen studying, and then you came down there with your bullshit, you know, nobody want to read with me. You don't want to read. And then they were like, well, pull up a chair and let's read. And you like, let me eat first. You're a nuisance and you're attention starved. Like, it's not that you didn't want somebody. It's not that you wanted to go over your lines. You just did not like the fact that other people were partnering up and bonding and nobody was doing it with you. So you had to steal all the energy and make it about you. And you know, Deandra, you're the worst kind of nuisance because you expect this type of behavior from young girls. Like, and I know that we all develop and we all go through things in life that shape our personalities. But y'all, there has to be an age cutoff when we're able to say, by sheer virtue of your age, you shouldn't be doing XYZ. And I'm sorry, Deandra, at 50 years old, like at 50 years old, you have to be more mature than what it is you are. Like, you cannot be that attention starved at 50 years old. Like, you've got to know it by 50. You felt it. You've been told it. You've seen it. You've had a chance to evaluate it, to reevaluate it. Like, I just don't believe that you are just completely unaware of your issues and how you come off to other people. You've got to, mama. Now, Ginuwine, I got a slight bone to pick with you. You went down to JD and talked to him about all the drama that's going on in the house and about how people and their personal issues, you know, it's kind of spilling over into your energy. But Ginuwine, you fucked up the whole TGT with your issues. Like, bitch, do you not remember that morning show performance when you were sitting on the stool tweaking high as all fuck or coming down? and Tyrese was looking at you funny and you couldn't keep your face from twitching. And I'm not saying because you have a past it doesn't allow you to advocate for things in the future. But what I am saying is you need to exercise a level of tolerance with them people, because bitch, you don't been there before. Your shit might not have looked like theirs, but bitch, there was somebody who had to tolerate and put up with your ass or the words you use, your drama. So give me a rest. And is it me? I'm unclear with what Ginuwine wanted from JD. Was he trying to quit the production? Like, it felt like he was trying to quit. And the way he was talking to JD, like he sounded like a little kid on a little league baseball team that was saying, Coach, I can't hit the ball. Like, that's really what Ginuwine sounded like. And it took me aback, because you would think that because somebody is a pro in the industry, a veteran in one area, that confidence would transcend in other areas. But I guess it's not. Listen up, Ginuwine. Based on Lydia acting, this ain't no hard undertaking for you. You'll be all right. I want to say this really quickly, and this is out of sequence. Jermaine Sellers is funny as all hell on this show. I know his name, but I don't remember any images of him. I don't remember him from Idol, and I don't remember anything after Idol that he did. But I do recall hearing his name or whatever, and I did go back and look him up on American Idol, and he can sing. He is funny as hell, especially when he was in his confessional talking about how Deandra lied, that he do not believe that Deandra had no relations with Ginuwine, and she was like, And I'm gonna tell you something. Ginuwine, ooh, and I hate to say this because I feel like I need to have some respect for Deandra because she grown, but Ginuwine, you are living testament that niggas will fuck anything that's warm and wet, because it just, if you fuck Deandra, you'll fuck anything. And especially if you kissed her in her mouth with all that eczema around there, or that psoriasis around there. Like, girl, while she around there trying to worry about getting more lines and getting leave-in conditioning, she need to get some damn lotion and put around the side of that. Let me get off this lady medical condition. Maybe she didn't have no insurance from play to play. I don't know. JD and his birthday, let me tell you something. That was the driest damn... But listen, I don't went to goddamn... funerals with more excitement than that damn birthday. Them boring ass damn church folks in there. Jermaine hit it on the head. Hit the nail on the head. It looked like a damn repast. And even the repast be more social than that. At least the people eating food and cackling and kikiing, it was horrible. I will say this, Leah, I was impressed with your singing at JD's party. I like that a whole lot. But let's get down to the nitty gritty of that whole situation. Jermaine, raggedy ass fucking daughters with that raggedy ass not daughters, that one particular one, I don't even know her name. You rude as fuck, you immature as fuck, you entitled as fuck, you're bratty as fuck. And what you need to understand is the little bit of authority that you think you have, it's not even real authority. It's not even natural authority. It's a false sense of authority, because your father is the owner, the principal, the leader, however you need, whatever his title is. You're nothing. You're nothing. Not to say you won't become something, but as of now, you are absolutely nothing. You've accomplished absolutely nothing. You look a damn fool. When they showed that flashback of you saying, Deandra, you need to bring it. You need to bring it. And right now, you're not bringing it. Prove to the people that you are the Beyonce of the theater world. Do you look, girl? I don't think you understand how stupid you look. By sheer virtue of your age. And I'm sorry. There's just, to all my young people out there, there's just certain positions that you will never be taken serious in because you haven't lived through anything. You haven't. At 20-something years old, in your early 20s, just because of your age, you're not the person to be trying to motivate anybody. I'm a 50-something-year-old woman, 30-year veteran in the business. And I'm really going to receive a 20-year-old telling me I need to step my game up. I need to up it. Like, it's unnatural. It's unnatural I guess because in life it truly is unnatural for a 20-year-old to be responsible for a 50-year-old in just about every capacity. Like, I can't think of many roles where I would listen to a 20-something-year-old. You know what? Maybe in the medical profession, maybe if my doctor was 27, I get it because they went to school. But nonetheless, no one takes you serious, sweetie. And you can tell that your dilemma is that you're in that crossroads between child and adult, and you want people to take you serious, and you want people to respect you, and all of that will come with due time, but you gotta put a little work in. And the way you get people to respect you is first you get them to trust you. You get them to believe in you. You can't just walk in with no resume or receipts trying to be in charge of the girls. You're not, and your leadership style is proof of the fact that you are immature and inexperienced. Now, JD, I'm gonna get on your ass for 1 second before I go back in and all the way in on your daughter and her raggedy ass weave. JD, I've done enough plays and I've done enough television and I've done enough productions to say this definitively. You broke all protocol with showing your daughter that text from, what's the white girl name? I don't want to keep calling her the Australian girl. I can't think of her name. Proper protocol, especially in the theater world or in the television world, on the movie set, is if you have an issue, you go directly to the director. And then it's the director's job to fix it. JD, I understand that you say you showed your daughter the message because you wanted her to see how her employees or subordinates feel about her. That's what you say. I think you did it because you just a messy queen and you would have done it regardless. I don't think you had any well thought out motive. Nonetheless, the proper thing for you to have done, JD, to not create even more tension on your set was to go to your daughter and say, listen, I'm sensing something with you and Leah. I don't know what it is, but I need you to fix it. You didn't even have to tell your daughter that you had got an inquiry from Leah, or not Leah, whatever the girl name is, the Australian young lady. You didn't even have to go there with your daughter. As the director, the person who has to keep the trains running on time, it's your #1 job to make sure everybody is getting along and it's a safe and friendly work environment. You caused more mess. You caused more mess. And you're too experienced to know this. So yeah, part of this shit lies on your daughter. And now that I'm thinking through it out loud, if you're the example that your daughter has of dealing with conflict, then this is why she felt so comfortable to walk up to this girl and say what she said at this party. And I'm gonna tell you something. Australian Fish is a better woman than I ever be, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd have knocked the shit out your goddamn daughter and then quit the production. Hell, I was an understudy any damn way. You know what I'm saying? And with the little press that I was gonna get from the show, I'd have walked out on your ass. The way, and I hope when you watch this episode and when you got home that day, you chastised the hell out of your daughter. Your daughter walked up in this girl's face and got straight up hostile with her. And all the girl was saying was, I sense a little tension between your daughter and I. And she was not lying. The situation is tense. And your daughter is not mature enough to be in the role she's in, because instead of her putting her personal shit to the side and being professional and working in a way that's in the best interest of the production, she then says to a cast member, well, if you feel intense, you can tense your ass back on a plane and go back to Australia? Really? And then you get combative and confrontational with the girl, and all she was trying to do was find a happy medium so she don't have to feel hostile at work. And another thing, now that I'm on it, I didn't like the way your daughter gonna tell her, don't lean up against the wall. The whole purpose of you standing was so you weren't sitting. Listen, that's just not how you talk to old people. First of all, to older people. That's not how you talk to people that you're managing. Anyway, I don't know why people think because you're in a leadership position that your job is to be a dictator. Let me tell you something. You cannot control, monitor, or police everything about everybody. And quite frankly, telling somebody they can't lean up against the wall, I just think that's her overstepping her damn boundaries as it relates to her being in charge. And again, it's further testament to her being immature and inexperienced. And this is a horrible look for her. And I'm sorry. If you called me today or tomorrow to do one of your productions, if part of our negotiations would be, I don't want to have to communicate directly with your daughter. And if she's in any leadership role, she needs to communicate with me through my agent or my manager. And that's just true tea. Deandra, here's what I'm not understanding. When y'all got back home to the room, to the house y'all staying in, I'm not understanding, Deandra, how you were more upset and violated than Kristen, and she's the one that was in the situation. Kristen was the one that got violated at the party, but somehow or another, you found a way to be more mad than she was about a situation that had nothing to do with you. If that's not batshit crazy, Deandra, I don't know what is. And I'm curious to figure out how you would rationalize that. But then again, if you even tried to rationalize it, that means you're crazy. Lydia hit the shit out that damn door. And that shit was funny as hell. Here's what I'm confused about though. While I want to side with Lydia in saying Deandra was wrong with how she handled the situation, because she was all kinds of wrong. Lydia, I don't understand why you felt it prudent to take your ass in the room anyway. Like they was in there arguing or fussing or having a spirited discussion. You was able to catch all the tea from outside the door. What were you going to add to that situation? So quiet as it's kept, you should have just took your ass back to your damn room, to be honest. Nonetheless, Lydia hit that goddamn door so hard, that shit was so funny. It was petty as hell. And Deandra politely closed that shit back in her face. Then Deandra created a pseudo argument with Kristen over this shit. I'm just not understanding. And you can tell it's personal between Deandra and Lydia, because you let Jermaine come in the room with no problem, but you shut Lydia down. Lydia, whatever. Listen, I'm fucking these people names up tonight, and I ain't even had no wine yet. Nonetheless, y'all hoes got it going on. We gonna see what next week episode get. Y'all, I'm sorry I called y'all late and called about this. Life has been getting the best of me. I have some different things to do that's thrown off my schedule, but I'm back on track. At any rate, that's the girl. I'll call you tomorrow. Bye.